Hi, everyone. It is Nina again. I won't introduce myself again because I introduced myself in the first video, but I came here today to talk to you about the immune system. And with the immune system, there are two branches of your immune system. There's this innate immunity and there's this adaptive immunity. The innate immunity is your front lines. It's in your those immune cells that hang out in your throat, in your mucous membranes. They're ready to spring into action. Those are the frontline workers. And then there's this adaptive immunity. It's also called humoral immunity. And that's where you get your antibodies and your long-term immunity from any invading organisms, from any diseases. So there's two sides to it. Your antibodies are part of that slow immune response, that adaptive immunity. And then the innate immunity has these other organisms here, the macrophages, natural killer cells, dendritic cells, neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. Each of those has a different job. Eosinophils are often implicated when you have allergic type reactions. But they're not only involved in that type of a reaction. So they all have different things that they do. So there's the frontline people that are ready to spring into action. And then there's the immune cells that build up in your bloodstream over a period of time that give you longer term immunity. So the important fact to remember about our immune system is that it needs to be able to differentiate between self and non-self. It needs to differentiate between what is our body and what are foreign invaders, because it's not designed to attack our body. It's only designed to attack foreign invaders. And if you think about it, everything that happens in our bodies, as I said in the first video, happens on a cellular level. So these are little microscopic things that we can't see with the naked eye. And so these immune cells obviously don't have a brain, but they are very intelligent. They need to be able to tell what is self and what is non-self. When they see something that is self, they don't respond to it. When they see something that is non-self, they create a strong response to it, or ideally they create a strong response to it if we have a good, healthy, functioning immune system. So how do our bodies tell what's self and what's non-self? It's not as important to remember the exact terminology, but they have these glycoproteins that are on them. These are markers. So there's always a marker on each of the different cells that tells our immune system and the rest of our bodies that this is normal. This is a part of us. And it's all these glycoproteins are unique. They're as unique as our fingerprint. The only people that have identical glycoproteins markers on their cells are identical twins. But that should be of no surprise because they started off of the same cells. So that's the interesting part of being able to tell self from non-self. Another interesting fact is that 70% of your immune system resides in your gut. So the gut really is the seat of your immune system. And we'll talk about that more when I talk about gut dysbiosis, because this is a very important fact. If our gut is out of balance with the good bacteria and the bad bacteria, then our immune system is not going to function as it should, because that gut is the seat of the immune system. 70% of your immune system lives in your gut, and it lives in harmony with the good bacteria. Actually, the good bacteria communicate with your immune system, and it also communicates, those good bacteria also communicate with the neurons that are in your gut. Neurons are nerve cells. And the gut is also your second brain, which I will go into more when we do the gut dysbiosis video. So 70% of your immune system sits in your gut. So if your gut bacteria is out of balance, it's not communicating properly. So how do we know? How does our body know whether or not the bacteria that's coming in is harmful or not? Well, our normal gut flora talks to our immune system. And so when there are not enough of our good bacteria, it's not talking properly to our immune system, and our immune system starts to ramp up, and then we get inflammation in the gut. So those are important factors to remember. So I hope this was helpful to you guys, and tune into the next video and let me know if you have any questions. And I will see you guys later.